Welcome back, everybody, to another edition of Pipe Bomb Sports. This Wednesday, October 28th, I'm here. Or is it the 27th?
Who knows?
28th.
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 I can't even see, Fran. I'm blind.
It's the 29th. It's the 29th.
We got the bum. We got the blind ref. We got...
I'm just a ref.
Dude, it's just official. So we know back holes coming. And we got Bray Wyatt. Oh, should I say Eric Rowan in Foz filling in for Andrew Monaco today.
What's going on, boys?
There he is.
What's up, Foz? Welcome back.
Thank you.
Many people might not understand this one, but I happen to be a bum in honor of Madison Bumgarner and his stellar performances during these postseason games and the regular season. Great World Series, which we're going to get into later, but I do want to open up with now
Yes,
the
Fran.
NFL.
Fran, once again, you are victorious on the show, the suicide champ, because I had to take goddamn Tony Romo, and he knocked me out. You know, it was a good sight to see. Colt McCoy winning. I couldn't believe it. I'm still in shock. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. These Cowboys are terrible. But Fran, once again, suicide winner, Pipe Bomb Sports.
I'm on fire with these pipe bomb bets. I just want to throw that out there.
You know, week 9, to get to week 9, very, very good.
I'm going to keep going with it, by the way.
I hope so.
The only one
yeah,
I'm happy
absolutely.
that you didn't win was the Build-A-Bear bet. I'm very happy.
Yeah.
But that was a good bet loss. We all got to mozzarella. We ate well.
Yeah, yes.
Now here's my thing.
A nice celebratory
Here's my
meal.
thing.
Speak to me.
I think my turning point with the suicides was when I took the Cardinals over the Giants, because that was a scary game earlier on in the year. And then I said to myself, you know what? I don't trust Tony Romo on prime time. It's a sucker. I'm not taking the Cowboys against the Skins, but I'm going to trust that Andy Reid is going to bring the Rams back down to reality, and we trusted in the Kansas City Chiefs to get the job done at Arrowhead, and they did it.
Yeah.
I put my faith in a Seahawk team, and they lost 2 in a row.
But the worst part about it is you're playing Washington.
Yeah.
Of all teams, division game, -9. Colt McCoy, did you watch Colt McCoy play his whole career? You didn't know 5-yard passes were coming, rollouts? Like, what'd you expect? Even DeShore caught 2 big passes. Foz, what'd you take from that Monday game? I'm just disgusted.
Brandon Weeden should have stayed in.
Yeah.
I mean, he looked good with the exception of Dez dropping a few passes, but that was definitely, like I said, the Browns' worst nightmare. Colt McCoy versus Brandon Weeden on Monday Night Football, huh?
Yeah. But where was Dez? The whole game.
Not even that.
Yeah.
Why didn't they keep pounding the ball with Murray?
Yeah.
The guy was a beast. He only had 19 carries.
Even
Keep
with the
giving him
fumble
ball.
issues.
Keep giving him the
Yeah,
ball.
keep giving him the ball.
He's the MVP. That ball should be in his hand more than the quarterback's. That ball should be directly snapped to DeMarco Murray.
He was the single reason why they have the record that they have.
Right.
The blind ref here could have picked off Colt McCoy in that game. Seriously. Colt McCoy's horrible. And to see him run a 7-yard touchdown in, I was like, this is...
That was a ballsy call.
In your own way, though, you kind of felt good for Colt McCoy. Am I right?
No.
No, I don't.
You guys make me sick.
I hate
You
Colt
know
McCoy.
How do you think his father felt?
Yeah, that was...
Grew up Cowboys fans. They're in Dallas Stadium finally, and they got to wear a Redskins jersey.
Yeah.
I mean, really, how ironic. How much does life suck for you?
That's
You've been
pretty
a
bad.
diehard Cowboys fan.
I think it's every sports fan's a nightmare. Like, you know
You know
my
what the-
nightmare would be me like wearing a Inter Milan jersey.
yeah,
or
well,
something. I would throw up
my
every
son
day.
getting drafted by the Red Sox.
Yeah.
Right. Not happening.
You know what the biggest
You're
joke
not playing.
was?
You're not playing. You're not
You're
playing.
in college.
You're going to college. You're not playing.
Going to college.
Yeah.
You know the biggest joke was? Jerry Jones in my eyes. What are you doing a mid-game interview? Like on TV with the announcers. Who are you? And I'm like, really? I'm like, your team's in first place, you're 6-1, and you're doing interviews during the game. You don't see any owner doing that. This isn't MLB where we're managers like mid-game. And then it's over. I'm like, good. I go smell the roses. Tony Romo gets hurt. Like 2 minutes later, Tony Romo gets hurt. He leaves. He's down the sidelines. Like, relax.
Well, let me
like,
ask you.
Jerry Jones is the problem.
Let me ask
Jerry
you.
Jones for you Cowboys fans is the problem.
Always
And I was
has been.
doing one-on-one with John Gruden. A joke. He's a joke.
Now, I don't like Romo, but for the first time, I kind of have to give it to him because I feel like at least he came back in the game knowing he wanted to win.
Yeah.
But do you think the Cowboys should have put him back in?
He hurt them coming back into the game. He couldn't move. You've
More,
seen it.
I saw more blitzes from the Redskins when he came back
Well,
in.
you know,
Sure,
enough
like
for them,
Weeden.
the Redskins had an awesome defensive scheme.
They did.
Yes.
Everyone up at the line, showing all-out blitz all game long. They kept up with it, and it was, are we coming or are we not? You know, very easy, though,
Yeah.
and I'm very surprised from the Cowboys. The simplest fix to that, screen passes,
There you
little
go.
dink and dunks. get Murray out to the side, start getting the little dink and dunks,
Yes.
the little screen passes,
That's all
and
they
watch
needed.
how fast those guys stop coming
That's
to
all
the
they needed.
line
That's what Arizona
and
did with
crowding.
us.
Exactly, Fonz. 2-yard slants. Give the ball to Dez in his head. Everyone's coming. That means one-on-one coverage. You have the top 3 wide receiver in the league.
Against
And
a
what do you
rookie
have, 3
CB.
catches?
3
4?
catches now.
Joke. It was a
Against a
joke.
rookie CB.
Easily fixable. Brandon Wing came in the game. Redskins defense disappeared. That was the game plan for 4 quarters. And the offensive coaches in Dallas, you didn't change anything up. You kept doing the same thing over and over again. I was disgusted. Dukes, what was your take on that Monday night disaster?
I'm surprised they put Romo back in. Whedon had 2 drives, scored 10 points for them.
Yeah.
Touchdown
looked
and a
good.
field goal, and he honestly didn't play bad.
No,
He
good
really
for him.
did. I thought he should have stayed in the game, and I think this week you got to look at Romo. He might not play. He
I'm with
really
you.
might.
I'm with you. And you know what? Let's talk about that Sunday game, the fixed job. New Orleans -1 against Green Bay.
Yeah.
Like Vegas knew.
You called it.
That Vegas knew Aaron Rodgers was going to get a hamstring
the biggest
injury.
fit.
And
Yeah,
they
you
didn't
know
show
what?
up. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
This sport is fixed, guys. It's not no coincidence
said it.
that Peyton Manning broke the record on Sunday Night Football. It's a joke.
Even a
Sports are a
blind rep
joke.
could tell you. Now,
Yeah.
you guys make fun of my sport, soccer being fixed.
Yeah.
We don't have lines like this in soccer.
Money
Yeah.
line.
Win,
You have
draw,
ties.
tie.
You have ties.
Football,
Draw and a tie would be the same.
football. Good point. A win, a loss, and a draw.
He's a bum. He had no college education.
What I'm trying to say is that the NFL is so fixed that it makes me sick. The fact that I don't have a Super Bowl because a team like the Patriots were allowed to use spy cameras to figure out what my scheme was makes me sick.
You can't go 20 minutes on the show about your Eagles. You lost that Super Bowl because Donovan McNabb couldn't breathe
And
with
Terrell
with a minute drive on the clock. Fred, you know.
Yeah.
Leave us alone. It
was a great Super Bowl, but you lost.
Now we need excuses in life.
Philly.
Fred X
Always
is gone.
excuses.
If you want to talk about your Eagle team, please, Fran, tell me what happened when you guys in Arizona. Tell everybody listening how you blew that ridiculous game.
Okay.
Tell me.
I currently don't have a wall in my house. That's one thing. That did happen. There was something thrown at the wall. I'm still not sure what. It went through it. 2, I do want to say this. I did publicly say that the Cardinals were going to beat us. I knew we were going to lose that game. But what bothers me is it was ours. Like
Yeah.
a minute 20 left and you give up a 70-yard throw?
That's
On
embarrassing.
third down.
On third down? Why are we not playing prevent?
Yeah. It was bad.
Thank you, Gypsy. I still love the song, and it still makes me feel good every time I hear it.
You know what?
But Bruce Arians outcoached Chip Kelly. This is the second time this year. Both losses, Chip Kelly was outcoached.
He was.
In
He
2
was.
games.
Fran, I'm glad you said that.
Not gonna-
Faz, you feel the same way? Or no?
You guys made Larry Fitzgerald look like the Larry Fitzgerald of
Yeah.
old, but that's neither here nor there. But
Made one
just-
big play.
I'm not gonna, give my team any little credit, but just remember where Bruce Arians came from.
The Colts.
The Colts. Just saying that. I'm just gonna say that. Yeah.
Oh, your team's terrible.
Whoa.
I'll say it publicly on air.
No.
Give me the Colts any
Well,
day of the
actually, we
week.
do get you, so
We'll see about that.
we'll make sure that no problem. You
There's
want to
a
put a
Fonz
responsible
bet,
wager
I
on
hope.
this?
I hope
Just
the
like we're
Fonz
gonna
wrong
spank
bet.
the Giants this week, and I will say it. I'll give you a preview of my picks.
Do again.
Wait.
We'll be there. We'll be there shortly, guys.
We'll
get to the primetime games.
Yeah, we'll let the retarded little brother, think he has a chance, but it's not happening.
Now, open question. Dukes, are the Cardinals for real? Can they win the Super Bowl, this team?
No.
I don't know if they could win the Super Bowl. I honestly, their offense is playing okay. I like Ellington. I really don't trust Carson.
No,
I don't
me
trust
neither.
Carson. Their defense is
I
good,
do respect Carson, though.
but yeah, I can't see Carson Palmer winning the Super Bowl.
It's not his
especially when-
DNA.
But not for nothing, they've won with 3 different quarterbacks. So it
They
can't
have.
be just that it's Carson Palmer. It's got to be the system that he's put in place. That 3 different quarterbacks have come in, and 3 different quarterbacks have won.
Yeah,
Hell,
Yeah,
he
it's
won
true.
with
they
Drew
won with
It's true.
Stanton.
Yeah.
He won with Drew Stanton.
Good point, Foz. Good point.
Very good point.
Good
Now,
point.
here's my thing. I do like what Carson said at the end of that game,
Yeah.
where he said, you know what, that's a very good football team. He goes, today could have went either way. He goes, and to be honest with you, we're probably going to see them again in the playoffs, he
Yeah.
said, and I don't know which way that game might go. He goes, but hats off. I respect players that show respect to other teams. I hate, that
Yeah.
makes me like Carson a little bit, because as an Eagles fan, I kind of felt the same way about the Cardinals, even if we won. They're a good team. That defense is
They're sound.
very
Number
good.
one, well, they're going to get a test this week. Number one rush defense versus the number
And I
one
will
rush
say this.
offense.
Yep, and I will say
We'll
this.
talk about that pick.
Patrick Peterson goes down.
Yeah,
They
he
should have been
did.
targeting that side of the field the rest of the game.
Perfect.
I
Well
don't know
said.
what Chip Kelly was doing.
I think it's safe to say Fred Darren Sproles was missing this game.
Huge.
They needed him.
Oh,
It was a
big
huge
time.
difference. Totally makes that team 20 times better.
Yes.
And touch on Foz, you're a Colt fan. I totally forgot. The Colts were my pick this week against the Steelers. Who knew Ben Roethlisberger was?
You know what? It happens. And
Ben
up until
Roethlisberger was a out-of-body experience.
yeah,
out-of-body
it was.
experience.
But up until
That's
this
what it
week,
was.
you know, you listen to all the experts per se, and they're talking about the Colts being one of the best in the AFC based on their defense.
Yeah.
You know, oh God, get that joke.
Dugan!
Dugan enough! Benjamin!
Wow.
Bringing him out!
Well, we don't, well, obviously he's got to wear
Almost something.
that one because he can't, for God knows, wear his own. So that's
I had
besides
a
the
bye
point.
week last week, so I
It's just- come on.
Hey, you actually won that week then. You have to lose.
You know, but that's neither here nor there. But listen, hats off to Pittsburgh. You know, they're always a gritty team. Pittsburgh is definitely a tough place to play. But I look forward to bouncing back and handling business
I think you
this week.
guys smoked them. Like it's not even.
It should not be. But again, that's what I thought was going to happen with Dallas and Washington. Even though it's a conference, a division game, get it. But this game should not be close Monday night.
Aren't you lucky?
Well,
your
it's
division is
Giants
not
off
good?
a
And I will do
bye,
that.
though.
I don't care.
The
They're-
best coach in the league.
They're historically terrible off the bye.
Yeah.
Historically terrible off the bye. So, if it was Andy Reid coaching them, I'd be worried.
Oh, Andy loves those
But it's
bye
not.
weeks.
But you know
But
what?
it's not. It's Tom Coughlin, and I think that team is lost.
Dude, what's your feeling going into this week? We're a lot on Giants Colts since we're here.
I'm happy we had the bye week last week. We needed to get our
Yeah.
defense back on track. We've been playing really bad. But off a bye, I think that with Odell Beckham Jr. developing, I think getting in sync with Eli right now, and especially what Big Ben just did to their defense, I
Yeah.
think that Eli can not match, but he can definitely throw up numbers. And I think that this is going to be a closer game than you think and a lot of people think. I think that we may have a chance to win this game at the end of the game. At the end, so
I don't think your Colts defense is that good. But they're playing great. But
It's not, but you got to shut down.
let's
corner.
just start there. Let's just start Monday night. Since we're
start
on
Monday night.
topic, let's everyone get their feelings out, emotions out. We'll keep the Colts and the Giant fan last. I'll start it off. Colts Giants. What's the spread, please, Jim?
let me check ESPN.
We got
Three.
Colts Giants Monday Night Football
Three.
in New York.
3 points.
Three.
3.5.
Another
3.5.
sucker bet.
Colts
Colts minus
minus
3.5 on the road. Foz, I'm against you. I'm taking the Giants off the bye. I think they're just going to be foaming at the mouth since the Eagles lost to Arizona this week and Dallas lost to Washington. They still believe they got a chance to stay in this. Not that they are going to do it, but they got hope. And that's all you need. And Giant fans, you lost 2 division games back-to-back. You're home now. Big game. Monday Night Football, it goes their way. I think Eli has a great game at the quarterback position. Luck is going to be tough to beat, but I don't see it. I think Giants play great on defense this game. I'm going Giants. Low scoring game, 21-17. 21-17. Giants. Giants outright. No,
Yeah.
Fran.
You want me to take you guys
Yeah.
to say in the last?
Yeah.
I don't see the Giants even being in this game, to be honest. They're not good. There's nothing. When I look at the Giants and I watch football and I look at the Giants, I don't even see something where I go, oh, that was good. That's a positive. I don't. What
Okay.
positive can I find in their play? The Colts are actually a team that can beat you. They have areas on the field where they can go, okay, at any given moment, someone on that offense is going to turn the game around. Probably Andrew Luck, T.Y. Hilton. They're a good team. I'm saying Colts 34. I'll give the Giants 13. 34-13.
All right. Let's
hit
go
us off.
Foz.
One of you two.
Foz.
I mean, you obviously know where my heart lies on this one.
Yeah.
I got 2 words for you. Ahmad Bradshaw.
Yeah.
Welcome back home.
Wow.
He is going to run all over you guys. He's going to show you that you made a mistake in releasing him. Okay? And, I mean, that, and I'll tell you what, the guy to watch out for Monday night will be Dante Moncrief. Watch out for this
Showman.
kid. The kid has got incredible speed, and the fact that Reggie Wayne is not playing gives him the chance to get on there, because God knows Hakeem Nicks, which is another ex-Giant coming back home. Just think, all the Giants are coming back home to show
true.
how many mistakes you made. You guys don't have a good running game. Jennings will not be back this week, so do you
Beason's out too.
do you really trust Andre Williams? No. Ruben Randall, they've said, will not be your number 1. You're talking about a guy who you spent a top draft pick on, that you're leaving him in the slot. You know, I just don't see it. You know, Eli's offensive line is at best it's decent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Luck is just gonna run the score up. I'm with you, Fran. I'm saying like 35-14.
All right. Dukes. G-Man Nation.
I agree with him on most of the points. I think Bradshaw is actually going to have a really big game. I do. But, again, I think that with the week off to prepare and to watch game film from what Ben and his receivers did last week, I think our wide receivers are going to be able to get open and score some points.
Yeah.
I don't see, a blowout. I think it's going to be high scoring. I think maybe like a 31-28 kind of game. I really think the Giants are going to score here. Eli Manning has played good. This is basically a must-win for us.
Yeah.
We need to win this game.
Yeah.
And
Home game.
on Monday night, behind the home fans, we're gonna get rowdy. We're gonna play really well. I think Eli's playing exceptional right now. Honestly, if you guys are saying anything else, he's playing very well.
He is. This is
So,
probably one of his better seasons, but he's
Our
forced
run
it.
game, we need to learn to throw the ball more. We got to stop trying to run the ball so much. We're like the number 3 team in the league running,
I tell you.
and I don't know why,
I
because
agree
we
with you,
can't
David.
run.
You know what's funny is you guys are doing exactly what the Cowboys have been doing for all these years.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
You're right.
I mean,
it's-
Pause well put.
I
Who's the
think
breakout guy, Dugan? Who needs to have a good game for your Giants? on
Donnell needs to
Friday?
come back to form, and
Yeah,
he,
he
needs
does.
he needs to
He does.
catch some balls.
You saw Heathville had a big game against the Colts. He really needs to
how
come back
could it
to
not
life.
be? How could it not be Odell Beckham?
I think he's going to
He's
perform
a-
well. He's
he's
done
a
it. He's
scrub.
good.
Listen,
I hate LSU
Tom
wide
Coughlin
receivers. I
is
hate both of
listening.
them.
I'll give you a little
I have
insight.
Michael Clayton. I'm
Yeah.
a Bucks fan.
I'll give you a little inside tip, okay? You want to beat the Colts defense, you have to start doing bunch formations. You start lining up, two wide, spread formation, we're going to eat you alive. Our corners are good. Vontae Davis is probably top 3 in the league, and it's not a name that people know, but Vontae Davis is an absolute beast at cornerback. You start going bunch formation with the hybrid defense that we're trying to run, like Pittsburgh did, obviously see what happens. I just don't see the Giants having the personnel to
No,
pull off.
I openly despise the New York Football Giants. There's no
So do I. I really
There's
do.
no secret.
I actually know. I don't despise the Giants. I despise most Giant fans for the simple fact
Continue.
when I hear this idiotic
Continue.
thing of Eli Manning is
Continue.
a better quarterback than his brother
Because he
Peyton
has two
Manning.
rings.
No,
Because he has
no
two
one's
rings.
saying that here.
Whoever's
I
saying
hear
that.
it.
No
No,
one's saying
but
that.
you have.
Not here, but I have heard it too.
But I've
That's
heard
a
it on
joke.
numerous times,
It is
and
a
I
joke.
absolutely laugh because Dan Marino has no rings. And are you telling me Eli Manning is a better quarterback than
I'll
Dan
walk out of the
Marino?
studio right now.
No,
and
Fonz,
answer very
that's-
carefully.
That's a good segue into the next game. I said on the show, off air to you guys, that we had to pick the Denver Patriot game this week. And I feel like when you watch Peyton Manning and Tom Brady, it's like watching a different sport. Like completely, like these guys, when they go to work, I would say Peyton, Tom, Aaron Rodgers, maybe a little Drew Brees, but Aaron's there. You're looking at greatness. And when these guys retire, it's just never going to be the same again for our generation of football fans.
He's got the last quarterback that I feel like gives us that feeling. I think
Yeah.
Andrew Luck has that potential.
Yeah, he does.
We've been
Yes, he
blessed.
does.
We've definitely been blessed.
Yes, he
in
does.
Indy.
You have.
Luck
Absolutely.
is awesome.
We could have had a chance at Elway, Harborough,
Yeah?
Manning, Luck.
Yeah,
Talk
that's
about
crazy.
Four
Guys.
quarterbacks to run.
God bless.
Yeah, we
Really?
do a good job in drafting
absolutely.
quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Not elsewhere.
You're
but-
right now.
Yeah.
I'm actually really excited for this game.
Yeah. We got Broncos Pats in Foxborough. Pats -3.5. Pats are favorites against Denver.
No,
Yeah.
Denver minus
Denver.
3.5.
Oh,
That's
Denver.
right.
I'm sorry, I'm blind. I can't see. I'm looking. I cannot see what's going
He
on.
reminds me of that Will Smith blind ref
Yeah.
skit that they did. It was
Oh,
awesome.
okay. Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't see. I'm sorry.
can't see.
I'm trying. I can't.
It
But
happens.
we got Broncos. Dukes, you want to start it up?
Yeah.
Denver -3.5.
This game is going to be by far one of the best games all year.
Over under 56,
This
too.
game is going to be so high scoring that it's just going to go back and forth. I think the offense for the Patriots right now are playing just as well as Peyton Manning and his offense. I think both teams legitimately might get into the 40s. I really see it. With Gronk back healthy, that offense is so much better than people believe. And I think that the Patriots at home can cover this game at least. I think they really can at 3.5.
They did it last year.
So
I wouldn't
I'm
be
taking the
surprised.
Patriots
They
here.
won
I'm taking
outright.
Brady. Edelman, from my recollection, always plays extremely well, and he hasn't been playing good. This is a breakout game. I think Edelman and Gronk can propel this team and might even win the game.
All right. I'll go after you, Dukes. I'm with Denver here. I'm sorry. I just think the big loss to the linebacker position, Jared Mayo for the New England's too much. I think Peyton's going to give Ronnie Hillman a chance to shine. They're going to run the ball. It's going to be close. It's going to be one of those games where you're going to have an explosion fourth quarter, nonstop back and forth. I think it stays around 56. I would take the over for you fans who want it, but I like Denver here. Talib will guard Edelman if he wants. Gronk looks like he got his legs back. I just don't trust New England's defense, and I trust Denver's defense over New England. So I'm going with the better defense. With the eye test, I'm going with the better defense.
Eye test.
The eye test, the better defense, I'm going with Denver.
Okay.
And that's my pick.
Well, you know, I have a very strong bond with Rob Gronkowski. You know, he's a long-standing family member of my fantasy team. I just happened to lose to him because Dugan had him in fantasy this past week, and it makes me sick
Gronk.
that I could put up that many points and still lose. So I got to go with Tom. I think it's a lot because I really still publicly hate Peyton Manning. So when Tom beats you in a Super Bowl, you gain a respect for Tom. When Tom loses to the Giants twice, you start to feel bad for Tom. So
I don't feel bad.
I like the Patriots. I think that Tom has at home.
They were a really good team at home.
They are.
had
It's hard
three
for me to
losses
go
in,
against the
like,
Patriots at home. It's hard. I like the Patriots to keep it a game. I don't think it's a blowout by any means. I'm looking at maybe last second field goal to win the game.
All right.
That's
At
what
3.5.
I'm
I agree with you. I think they cover at least.
I'm going
I think
New
they're going to
England
win the game, but
field goal to win the game.
All right. Foz?
I mean, my loyalty is to Peyton. But I think, first off, I'll start with the score. I'm saying 24-21.
Wow. All right.
Denver. Okay?
Mhm.
I think the key to this game is who does Revis cover? Do they put him on
Oh.
Demaryius Thomas? Do they put him on Julian Thomas? It's
Good question.
one or the other. The other half is where Peyton is going to be all day long. If I am Belichick, I'm taking Julius Thomas out of the game. Let Demaryius Thomas run
Smart.
wild. I'm taking the middle of the field out. Because once you leave that middle of the field wide open, here comes Hillman with his little draw plays, little screen dunks. Take Thomas out of the game. Let Demaryius run wild on the outside. You know, I still think it's a close game. I don't think it goes anywhere near that over. I think they're just suckering you into that. I think 24-21 Denver.
You think Wes Welker shows up in this game? Because he's been nothing all year, but he's versus his old team.
Second
And
time he's
you
facing
talk-
them. First time he didn't do much.
Yeah.
No.
He doesn't show up.
No.
I think he's done.
No?
I think he's a shell of what he used to be.
And
I really do.
I don't think it's on his ability.
I think he scores.
I think it's a lot because of
I'll
his
give him a
health.
2-yard touchdown
Yeah.
pass in this game.
I just too many mouths to feed in Denver.
Yeah.
Now. Way too many mouths to feed.
They're
You
a
know,
nightmare fantasy-wise.
Not for nothing. Like
Yeah.
in that offense.
Fourth. Sanders.
Sanders, he's better than most number ones.
Yeah, he is. It's a great
He
player.
deserved to go to someplace like to
Yeah,
Denver.
but you know what? He came from Pittsburgh. It's not like he came from Jacksonville.
Right.
He came from Pittsburgh. He came from a good quarterback, a good system,
Yeah.
a good team. You know,
Yeah. And Foz segueing us into our next game, Sunday night.
that's what I do.
Sunday night. Because I can't see, but I can hear.
You know what?
But
Sunday's
we got
a game.
Ravens Steelers rivalry games.
Pick 'em.
In Pitt, right?
It's a pick 'em game.
Pick 'em game.
Are we in Heinz Field?
The pick 'em
Yes.
game. We're in Heinz Field again after a great game last week.
Terrible towels out again.
Fran, I'm going to let you lead this one off.
Good, because I really want it.
Ravens Steelers.
Well, we all know how I feel about Ben. Respect.
Yeah.
So I like Pittsburgh at home. I think after last week's win, that's a momentum booster. I think the confidence is up in Pittsburgh. The fans are excited. I still think this division's up for grabs, not only between Cincinnati and Baltimore. I think Pittsburgh's very much alive.
Yes.
Cleveland's good too, but I don't see Hoyer outdoing someone like Ben.
You will see Johnny
I
football
think
soon.
as much as I think Flacco's an overrated quarterback despite his Super Bowl, I'm not taking
Yeah.
Hoyer over Flacco, and I love Dalton. So I like Pittsburgh to win this game. What's the spread on this game?
Pick 'em.
'em.
We got
Straight pick 'em?
Pick 'em.
I like Pittsburgh
Went
to
to
win this
minus
game.
one. We'll,
right
we'll
now,
get used to the
Baltimore's
pick 'em.
-1.
Yeah,
It's been
I
bouncing back and forth.
It's a rivalry game. We'll lay it as a pick 'em.
Yeah.
I think
Right,
Le'Veon has his big game today. I think
Okay.
this is the game where
Against
you can
Baltimore? Hope he
Yes.
comes out alive in this game.
No, this is
All right.
why I think you don't. I've learned something this year in the NFL. Whatever you don't expect
Yeah.
is going to happen.
Yeah.
Bell's exploding on Sunday.
I'm with
night.
you.
Wow.
See, I'll take next reigns. I'm going Steelers. Yeah, I just think I picked Baltimore when they played early in the year in Baltimore. Steelers made some mistakes. They're hot right now. I think Steve Smith, they shut Steve Smith down. They're going to win this game easily. I think they're going to win by 2 possessions. It'll be close, but I trust in Mike Tomlin to get this done. I trust in the Steelers fans to get rowdy. Joe Flacco's going to get hit. You got no running game. Ray Rice ain't there. You had no running game with him there anyway. Forsett, Smith, I can't trust it. It's close your eyes and throw the ball up in the air. Palomalo's playing a lot better. He had a great game against the Colts last week. I'm sticking with Pittsburgh. It's just a feeling. It's just
I agree.
they're a heartbeat. The Steelers. That's what they are. When they just get a hot streak, you gotta ride them out. They're very personality type team.
I agree.
They're my second favorite team. I know this team.
You've been to
So
Heinz.
I've been to Heinz 4 times. So I love it. A great place to watch a game. Great time for a weekend. But let's go Steelers. I'm rooting for you guys. I don't think overall it's still in the air, toss up in this division. But I'm going Pittsburgh this week. Dukes.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I really, really like Pittsburgh in this game. They're flying high at home. They're just a different team.
Wave your towels.
Big Ben is fantastic. He's gonna.
Love
He can.
Ben.
Yeah. I mean, Baltimore after last week's loss, grind out loss to the Bengals. You know, a division game like that, back-to-back division games is hard, especially in that division. And I think the Steelers pull this one out. I
agree.
like their defense
I love
and
it.
their offense with Antonio Brown, Heath Miller playing well now. That kid Bryant, fantastic. Like he played amazing.
People are raving about him.
Yeah, he was opposite of Sammy Watkins.
Yeah, people they're
He's
literally
phenomenal.
raving about him.
So I like Big Ben here. I think he's gonna have another really good game here.
Good.
So I'm taking
Foz.
Steelers.
Foz.
Be
So
that
I'm-
guy. 'cause
so
I
I'm
know
by
it is.
myself.
Ah,
So I'm by myself here, huh?
I knew it.
Baltimore. They're
Ah.
just, yeah.
quote the raisin.
Quote the raisin, nevermore.
Fozzie Moore.
Yeah, absolutely. But my thing is this: is just like you said, everything you expect, the opposite shall happen.
Ah, okay.
Everyone is on Pittsburgh right now.
It's true.
Everyone is like, oh my God, he threw 500 yards. They're the greatest team of all time. You know, Pittsburgh fans are waving their towels, going to work. They're doing the Pittsburgh.
He's right.
Pittsburgh's
He's
going
100%
crazy
right.
now. And here comes the letdown. It's back to the team that started the season looking like crap. They go right back to it. Flacco might be my third favorite quarterback in the league because the guy just continues to produce every year and gets no respect for it.
Nothing to do with him being Italian American.
No, zero.
Okay.
University of Delaware. You know,
He did go to Pittsburgh, by the way, if you knew that.
yes,
He
but
did go to Pitt and transferred out.
he was at Delaware.
D3, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey.
the guy's got a cannon. He's got
He does.
an arm. I
He
think
does.
he might have the strongest arm in the league. He makes the long balls look just like, you know.
Beautiful long ball.
It really does.
Beautiful.
I'm going to actually say that this is probably going to be a little bit higher scoring than most people think.
They got it at 48.5. That's very high for this game.
I'm not going that high. That's
Okay.
just ludicrous. I'm going to go 24-17 Baltimore.
That is a high scoring game for this game.
24-17.
This is
I
like-
like
these games.
24-17.
24-17 Baltimore. I just think that Steve Smith, he's just been great. And Torrey,
So-
I think it's going to be Torrey Smith. And what
Uh-huh.
is this kid, not Bernard Pierce. What is the other?
Forsett.
Nope, with the other weird name.
Oh, Const.
Oh, yeah. Holland
Wa-
something.
Hallam.
The running back.
Samoan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Smokey.
He's the goal line
look
guy,
for-
right?
Look for him,
Mhm.
you know, to step it up in the run game. So I like Baltimore.
Yeah, I could see it.
It's an interesting game.
It's-
This game's
it's-
a bloodbath.
We're finally getting a primetime game that I actually want to watch.
Actually, all three this week are.
This is a great week.
You know, even the Thursday night game.
We
Are
got
we not
Thursday.
excited? No, this is right up
We
to
got
division
Thursday.
hours.
Foz, transition Foz.
Thank you.
We were
Foz, you
stuck with
gonna
that
lead us
nickname.
off. Rivalry game. I don't know if we call this rivalry because both teams are slacking right now, but it's a very intriguing game. Two great games last year. Saints Panthers, because I'm a Bucks fan. Bucks Panthers are the rivalry. Saints Falcons are the rivalry. Saints Panthers. Saints -3. Is it? Yeah, Saints -3. I can't see.
But it's in
Saints
Carolina,
-3
right?
in Carolina. Yeah.
Guys, I'm sorry. Can I please? I'm
Yeah,
taking
go
this
ahead.
lead. Let me tell you something. This New Orleans team cannot win outside of that dome.
No.
So therefore, I'm taking it very simple. I'm going Ron Rivera and that defense to beat the New Orleans Saints in Carolina. I think Cam Newton controls this game and wins it on his legs. I don't think Kelvin Benjamin's going to be the guy, but I can see Greg Olsen
Yeah.
getting 2 or 3. I could see a 2 or 3 touchdown day for Greg Olsen.
Okay.
Maybe one by the feet of Cam Newton. It's a high-scoring game, and I just think the difference will be the difference will be the Carolina defense making the big
We
play.
have a red flag.
Are you flagging me?
We got a
flagging you.
We got a flag.
I'm flagging
The
you.
ref is flagging
Yes.
me.
I'm a
This is
Bucks.
terrible.
I'm
And
a
he
Bucks
can't
lover. I
even
hate
see
Carolina.
Sorry now.
Foz.
I can't believe that one person can absolutely destroy an offense like Darren Sproles has done for the New Orleans Saints.
Crazy.
You know, you lose that one guy. Yes, I know you got Ingram, Kerry Robinson, and, you know, whatever 7 dwarves they're running behind Drew Brees nowadays. But, you know, it's crazy. You know, Jimmy Graham hasn't, for the most part, he's been irrelevant.
Awful.
You know what happens when you
he's
get
been
paid?
absolutely
Stop
irrelevant.
playing when you get paid.
It's just very true. Well,
Fake injuries.
you can't say that. Jordy Nelson. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
The man got paid, and he's just going off. But that's neither here nor there.
I picked him. So,
You all right, Dugan?
No.
All right. I guess that's an inside joke. But, it's Drew Brees has no targets, honestly.
yeah.
Colston is not a top 10 wide receiver. You got
so
the kid Kenny,
unattractive.
you got the kid Stills, you got Graham. Like I said, are any of these names really scaring you? It's honestly.
No.
And as a defense, I'm licking my chops. I'm just rearing back, pinning my ears back and going right after
You're
You're
right.
in Carolina too, then.
Yeah, I like Carolina in this game.
No, tired of hearing these Panther picks.
I just got flagged. Sorry.
That's it.
No.
2 Carolina Dukes.
Oh, you going
I'm going to
last.
join you on that, Carolina.
No.
Stop
Stop with the flag now.
Hey,
Wow, you got to.
That's the green card.
2 reds. Green.
What is this,
You're
hockey?
going back to Germany.
It's simple.
What?
They can't play on the road. They
No.
really can't. What are they? 0-4 this year.
Yeah, it's
They look. I mean, Ingram came back last week. He actually looked really well.
Yeah.
I actually think he's gonna have a big game, especially against a suspect rush defense by the Panthers. But I think that Newton, Jonathan Stewart, and D'Angelo Williams is actually back this week. They're gonna get back to the ground game, and they're gonna keep Drew off the field. I like, especially a home dog in a division. I like
yeah,
Carolina.
you're not getting your first road win
I
against
like
a division
Carolina.
rival. I mean, there's New
I
Orleans.
mean, I guess, should we go with your theory? What you don't expect to happen
You know
will
what? It
happen.
might.
And you know what's funny? I'm looking at my paper now. I have New Orleans over Carolina. I took New Orleans on my paper, but on a game time decision, I changed it to
Listen,
Carolina.
we got
GTD.
Drew Brees. We got Ryan calling defensive plays.
Yeah.
We got Sean Payton.
How's that working out
I'm
for
going
you?
Carolina. I'm going Carolina. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. You played on Sunday night, and you got to play on Thursday.
Right.
Against Carolina. I'm sorry, the Carolina does not play defense anymore?
Right.
Of course they play defense. They're a physical, tough team. Cam
Carolina.
Newton, they played a great game against Seattle. They lost. It came down to the end. I'm sorry, Carolina's licking their chops here. New Orleans I don't think they show up. I think Carolina dominates this game. They really do. I think they win by 10,
love Carolina.
14. I'm taking Carolina. Home, take them. Carolina home all day.
Take it to the bank. All right,
You
so,
could bring their crappy wide receivers out there. They're going to play good.
all right,
They're
so
gonna play
can
good.
someone put in the Saints for me? That's all 4 of us just for Carolina. All right, so someone put the
Together, all for one.
and all for none. But that's besides the point.
Just call us the Musketeers from now on. We should dress up as that today.
Yes.
Fred, those are our primetime picks. And since you're alive in the suicide, I want to know who your suicide pick is. And if you pick Seattle, I'm calling you out because you already picked them against
I'm
Washington.
not.
Okay.
I'm not.
I'm just making sure.
You know who I
We're
saved?
keeping it legit. Who'd you
You
say?
know who I saved? I saved Cincinnati because they play the Jaguars
Nice.
in Cincinnati.
Beautiful pick.
So there I am, and I will see you guys next week while I'm still winning. Because we are not losing to the Jaguars in Cincinnati. If we lose to the Jaguars in Cincinnati, I won't be on the show next week.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be in that, I'll be in that seat next week. So it looks like I'll be here next week, folks. See you next week.
Bortles. Bobby Blake. And that
Hold on a minute.
Go to the bullpen.
and our suicide pick is sponsored by B&A Deli. B&A Deli servicing Iona beer and sandwiches every night until 11 p.m. Located on 766 North Avenue, New Rochelle, New York, 10801. Thank you, guys.
Can I have a
Thank
moment?
you, guys.
Can I have a moment before we move on?
Yes,
to
we
our
got a
next
moment.
segment? Thank you.
Yes.
Jay Cutler. Thank God you're on a bye week. Thank God.
I gotta take my
That's all.
glasses off now.
I can't.
Let's have a 2-minute rant before we move to our fantasy.
Yeah, you know,
segment.
we need
Yeah,
one.
Jake, I need to get some stuff on my
I'm not
chest.
done, but you
As
go
being
on.
a Bucks fan, okay, we lost. I had Anthony Barr on fantasy team. We do defensive players. I was happy I took it. We're much closer. But now you talk about a fire sale with the NFL draft. We were going to trade Vincent Jackson. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. We took Mike Evans in the top 10 pick, and we're going to trade the other wide receiver. So Mike Evans is going to get double covered now. Okay, that's fine. So now we go with Doug Martin. Oh, yeah, Doug Martin sucks. That's fine. We all know he's terrible. We don't get that deal done. We could have took a 7th-round pick, maybe a can of Pepsi for him. But we're going to trade Mark Barron, our 7th overall pick 2 years ago, our safety
For
was a
nothing.
stud. For nothing. For a 4th rounder or 6th, whatever it was. Fourth and
and a
sixth.
sixth. That was the Rams
Goddamn
came out of
joke.
nowhere
No.
for that.
Can you guys?
I can't deal with this team.
Can you tell
Glazer
the
needs.
Glazers just to focus on Manchester United and sell the.
One Glazer's gone. We gotta get rid of another one.
One
I'm saying.
Glazer's gone.
I'm sorry. I can't hold it in.
You went to my level.
We gotta burn the pirate ship.
I'm in.
It's over. And if we don't take James Winston, I'm telling you, I'm gonna flip out. I'm gonna lose my mind. We take Marcus Mariota. I'm gonna lose it. You take a winner. We need a winning quarterback.
Don't do it.
Just said we
Yes.
have one
You do
lead.
not want
Yes,
Winston.
we want a home
Winston.
Florida State player. We
He's
need
gonna be-
Winston.
Are you kidding me? You're taking Winston. He's going to be in jail more than he's going to be on the field.
It's better than what we got now.
No, stop.
We got.
I don't want to. I am so sick of
Winston's
hearing
better
about
than 3/4.
We got the Tampa Bay.
3-4. That's not saying much. Winston is not the pick. I'm telling you now, I would take
He's the pick.
Golson from Notre
I'm a
Dame.
man.
only pick.
No way. Take Golson from Notre
He
Dame.
doesn't throw with the ball, with the spirals on the ball.
I like it. I like it.
He's
I
not
like
that-
it.
oh,
I like it.
He doesn't put his fingers on the spirals.
I like so. A lot of
No one does that. Who else does that?
Someone did that in history for
Yeah,
Byron.
Byron. I think it was Byron. I think
Where?
it was Byron.
Was it
that did
Coy Detmer?
It was
Really?
I
someone.
don't think-
It doesn't
Wait a
work.
minute. Did Warren Moon not use the?
It might have been.
lenses?
It had to be so. It was someone.
I think it was Warren Moon that did the
It
lenses.
doesn't matter. I don't trust that.
It looked like.
Hold on. I mean, James Winston hasn't lost a game.
I don't care. Okay, how many guys have not lost a game in college and then came to the
lot.
NFL and sucked?
Yeah, they did.
But they're not Winston.
Now, Winston. I believe in
I don't care.
him.
No,
If I had a
I
daughter, I would tell her to go for Winston.
Yeah. Okay.
I wouldn't. You're
You know,
right.
this is the nicest
far
things
away.
I'm ever gonna. I'm so torn because I'm a Hurricane fan and we play you November 15th, and we're just
wanna
not.
go?
We're not gonna be friends that day. We gotta talk about that later.
we go?
I looked at airfare tickets, $200.
I'm in.
Tickets to the game is $106.
I'm in.
Okay. And it's payday.
in.
And it's payday for education people. It's payday.
Hotel rates.
I looked into it. I would love to give a good what to do.
You know.
No, I'm in. If
I'm just saying.
I'll go up. Play Farm Adventures.
I would love to farewell to Duke. Okay, I would love to farewell.
Let's go.
But that's my rant.
Now
God
you're
damn it,
got
Tampa, get it
reservation at
together.
Enterprise for a rent a
Get it together. I'm leading a revolt in Tampa. It has to happen. It's a joke.
That was just wish.
What's your rant, Dugan? What are you going with?
I'm pretty sure.
For me,
Get hit by Glacier.
I need my.
We can't do this anymore.
How am I supposed to follow that?
We can't do this. We can't win.
He's a Manchester United fan. They want them dead too. There's gonna be an alliance between the Pirates and the Red Devils.
Can't. Done.
Oh God,
Disgusted.
this is terrible.
It's a decade and a half of losing. All right, man, go ahead.
I'm with you, Nelly. I need a playoff game from the Giants. This is terrible. I mean, I honestly, I want to see us stop running. I want to see us throw more. I want to see us put the ball in Eli's man. Let him win it. Let him win a game. And I honestly, Prince Amukamara, step up, play some defense. You're supposed to be a top guy, and you're getting burnt out.
Yeah, huh?
Foz,
yeah.
man.
Fuzz.
See,
Some-
I have no
Get
rants
some
about
stuff
my
out of the
Colts,
basement.
but I will rant for another team, the New York Jets. Okay.
We're all joining this. Go, Fuzz.
Okay, I have a question for you. How many Jets fans right now wish Johnny Manziel was in a Jets uniform? Or forget about that. How many Jets fans would kill for Mark Sanchez right now?
You're right.
Okay? Mark Sanchez. Listen, I am so sick. Every afternoon I drive home, I listen to Michael K, ESPN, and I am so sick of hearing Rex Ryan saying, oh, we're almost there. We're this, we're that. Listen, you guys decided to start Michael Vick this week. Probably the worst decision you could make this season. For the single fact is this. The second that Michael Vick wins this game this week,
He is.
which I'm going to
You know
say
he is.
the Jets will win this week.
I want you, Foz.
Okay?
100%
The
on
Jets
you.
will win this week on spite, and then you will have a riot of Jets fans that said, why was this guy not starting from game one?
You don't-
Why did you put in Geno Smith, a kid who was a product of a system at West Virginia, who did nothing?
I
Nothing
saw
to-
him live. It
no-
was terrible.
Terrible.
Listen, I had tickets. We
Suck.
went to
Which side ball?
no, to the thing out in Long Island. It was like the
Okay, okay,
practice, and I'm watching him. I'm like, you just sometimes you see it. I saw more in Brandon Weeden on Monday night than I see in Geno Smith, and the guy just keeps getting opportunity after opportunity after opportunity, and it's got to stop. The guy's got to
I've
get
seen
cut.
more in a Special Olympics game than I have.
It's
Geno
really
sucks.
He's
Really?
even bad in the video game. Like you can't even make him good in Madden.
I know.
Like it's really bad.
And EA will make anybody
And
good.
EA made me look good in the game. I mean,
Might be a pro start at 75.
I
It's
can't.
so bad.
But what the hell are they doing on that kick return? Putting the guy in the end zone, laying down. Like, it's just college football. It puts the arm in.
All right, so listen, you go out in the end zone, play dead, roll over, wag your tail, and then we're going to throw the... Oh, no, fuck it, we frigged up.
We need a
Caleb Greca had the guy lay. I don't know. I don't even know the player's name. He's not worth knowing.
I think it's Graham.
It doesn't matter. He sucks.
Do we have that play?
No, we actually need to really start... We're getting all very emotional.
It's an emotional time.
Frustrated.
It's emotional time in life.
It's like week 8. We're dying here as sports fans. A lot of things going on. We got fantasy football going on. Real dilemmas in the locker rooms in the fantasy world. Let's talk about who we want to start this week.
I'm feeling nice at the 317 point.
No, what you did this week, everyone. Can I get a spotlight here?
Foster, Bell, Tom Brady,
this guy
Larry Fitzgerald, Bennett,
this guy now did.
Anthony Barr.
As his league commissioner this year, I have never, in the history of my fantasy sportdom of 15 years. It is now.
It is now.
I have never seen any team do what his team did. And I've had teams that have done very well, and I've seen teams do very well. But this man won after 1 o'clock.
Thank you.
He won at 12:59.
I'm proud of my boys with their hearts. They knew what was on the line.
Everyone.
We had Aaron and Brady coming up and buys week in, week out with a 2-quarterback league. We know we had to make a statement to not trade anybody. Everybody wanted to stay on this team for a playoff run.
Imagine
and we're staying. I know. Stop.
He's giving up 400 points.
I know.
It's serious.
I know.
I'm serious. No.
What the hell is your point system?
And it's good.
Quarterback heavy.
Quarterbacks.
PPR. Quarterback heavy.
PPR.
Wow.
PPR quarterback
I do want to
the
implement.
best system.
Listen, don't worry about it, guys. I didn't want an invitation to the league or anything.
We've been together for about 12 years, man.
Throw someone out.
The LOC is
Let's
live.
wrap on the line. We'll figure it out.
Is that one guy?
Matt, who used to be on the show, Rob. I think everyone's barely been on besides Nick. Been on here.
So
who are you going this
I want
week?
to start. I want to go last. I'm
All right.
torn.
We're going to go start. Dukes, go first, Dukes.
For me,
go first.
obviously this is a big week with buys.
Yes.
So looking pretty much deep down the list, I like a couple guys at running back this week. I like the kid McKinnon from Minnesota.
Good pick, dude.
He's playing very well. He's versing a decent Washington defense, but they're letting up over like 120 yards rushing. I think he's obviously in the game almost 80% of the play.
Yep.
Put him in there. He's going to get you a lot of catches. He's going to get you probably 100 yards and a touchdown. And for wide receiver, a guy that is playing and getting targeted almost on every play, Doug Baldwin for the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Start this man. Get him in your lineup. He is looking very, very good as a number 1 there in Seattle. Those are my starts.
Start for me. I'll tell you this, Dugan. You took the words out of my mouth. I would say go with Bridgewater. I like him at home against Washington. Washington just won their Super Bowl game. I feel like against Dallas. Bridgewater will play good. They just got a nice overtime win against the Bucks. He had great fantasy numbers, Bridgewater. Even though it was a 16-13 point, I think he put up like 20, 25, 26 points on the league, which has generated like a mediocre day. So I go Rivers there. And elsewhere, honestly, I stay away from every Oakland Raider because it's going to be a block party in Seattle this week. So I would start every Seattle. Dugan, you want to start Doug Ballon? I start everybody. Start them all. Every Seattle, you got Curtis, you start him. You start everyone.
Pete Carroll.
You start Pete Carroll. You start the 12th man. You start the flag if you can.
12th man.
You start the flag.
Here's something funny.
So, and my sit is the whole Oakland Raider team. So, Foz to you. Who's your start this week?
First, for wide receiver, I'm going with the homer pick. I mentioned them before.
Yeah.
Start Moncrief.
Yeah.
The guy's going to run up and down the field on your Giants. That's neither here nor there. For running back, Shoeless, down in Jacksonville.
Hell yeah.
Denard Robinson.
He looks really good.
He has been.
Yeah.
To tell me that this guy was a quarterback 2 years ago, I would have never believed you. He looks really comfortable down there, going against a Cowboys team that Alfred Morris pretty much ran against for the most part. You know, he didn't have a great game, but he's their only option in Jacksonville. So prepare to see a lot of him. So that's, those are my two.
Okay. Well, I only have one. It's very simple with me. I like going one, and I'll tell you exactly who this one is.
Dalton.
No. I like Anquan Bolden
Good pick.
to start against St. Louis in San Francisco. I don't know why, but for some reason, I just feel like Kaepernick needs to show people that he can win games. I know it's St. Louis, but this is the St. Louis team that also beat the Seahawks, and I think this is a divisional game. The Niners are not looking too good, to be honest with you, right now. So this is a must-win for the Niners.
Yep.
And I think Anquan Bolden is going to be the veteran who steps up and gets it done.
I love that pick, Fran.
Thank you, Nelly. And can I tell you my sit?
Yeah. Who's your sit?
and I know people might actually start him. You sit Tony Romo against the Cardinals because they are going to blitz the life out of that man.
Green card.
Green
I'm
in
joining
approval.
you. I got it.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Tony Romo, thumbs up against Arizona.
You need to yell?
Sure. All right.
All right. I just gotta get that out of my system.
So we'll go to the sit, and I sat all the Oakland Raiders. Don't start anyone. David Carr. I'm sitting everybody in that game. I'm sitting everyone. I'm sitting God, everyone in that game. And I'm also going on a limb. Sit Drew Brees. Go with another option. Don't like him in Carolina. Low scoring
the
games.
history
Sit
of
Drew
fantasy
Brees.
sports.
That's rough.
Drew Brees has seen about.
I'm sitting Drew.
Nelly, I like
Short
that.
week.
You got the hunches.
I like
Sit
it.
Drew
Come
Brees.
out.
I don't like that game at all in Carolina. Rough game. Dukes.
All right, well, I'm joining your thing with sitting the whole team.
Yeah.
Sit any Ram that you have this week against the Niners, because honestly, they're missing 3 offensive linemen. It's going to be
Jesus Christ.
really, really bad for them.
Big ugly.
I really
My
like the
God.
Niners in this one. Yeah, it's
Patrick
bad.
Willis back?
Austin Davis, not this week, I don't think.
Damn it.
But I don't care. 3-headed system. You can't start any running back. Their wide receivers are terrible. It's all bad for the Rams. But for my sits, my wide receiver, who everyone thought was a stud last year, is not having a good year. Don't insert him in your lineup. Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
He's been playing
terrible.
really bad this year. He's versing a good Miami defense. He has 1 touchdown on the entire year, and he came last week against the Broncos. Don't start him. And honestly, North, I'm sorry, but I'm sitting McCoy this week, especially with Sproles back. McCoy's been looking bad. He's looking really bad, actually. And
Okay.
I like Sproles. He's coming back, so it's only going to take away some touches from him. So I'm sitting McCoy.
It's funny. Sproles
Foz?
is on my drop list, but that's neither here nor there.
Or there.
My sit. Any of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
That's fair. I don't blame you.
Mike Lennon is obviously not
No,
the pick. He's really
obviously
not.
Could have told you that 2 years ago.
I will, as a real little sleeper thing. I'm not sure if we're gonna get into it. I'm looking for the kid Charles Sims to really make a name for himself this week.
They like him.
Good back, good pass protector. Because God knows Lennon needs all the help he needs back. He can get back there, but I would sit all Buccaneers at all costs. And
Yeah.
Get rid of Vincent Jackson. Drop him off your team. He is just he doesn't even exist as a player anymore.
The thing is with Sims is like, is he a product of the system at West Virginia, or he's gonna look good because he has the freshest legs because he hasn't played? Like that's my problem with him. But Foz, I like your picks, guys. Good picks this week. Like, let's see what happens. Honestly, if Oakland scores 14 points, I'm gonna be shocked on my end. And that is sponsored by theonlyfantasy.com. Ever win that NFL Fantasy Football League but really didn't win anything? Fred, you didn't go? Oh, don't let that happen again. Join the Fantasy Football League on theonlyfantasy.com and try pulling your knowledge to the test and win some actual cash. They have leagues and budgets range from $25 all the way to $1,000. Thank you.
Thank you, Nelly. Thank you to theonlyfantasy.com as well. Dugan, do you have an injury report?
Honestly, there was only one guy that's out, and Brian Quick from the Rams. But everyone else is either questionable, most likely playing. Like Giovanni Bernard, he's probably going to play. Doug Martin injured his ankle. He might not play. Ryan Matthews, I heard, could be back this week.
Possibly.
So keep checking on that. And honestly, the way that Oliver's been looking, Matthews is going to slot right back into the starting role. So if he's in there, I would start him. A.J. Green should be back this week. Jordan Cameron has a concussion. He has to pass the protocol, so check on that. Robert Woods injured his back, so I don't know if with that. And honestly, Nate Washington, I know they have a bye this week, but he has the same injury as Jimmy Graham, so he's probably going to be out for a little while.
We need to get him a stethoscope for that.
And that is the
That's
injury
it.
report
Thank you,
for this
dude.
week. Not
Saving
that many.
lives. Fantasy
Saving
football.
lives.
It's a good thing that there's not that many.
Saving lives.
I ordered one of those mirror things for his forehead for
Yeah.
that segment.
Yeah.
That's what
I got to
we
get the
need
white lab
to.
coat.
But
Yeah.
before we take a break, let's take a
commercial
break. And I got some stuff to say
And then
about
we'll-
college
yeah.
football.
They were once knighted by the creator of Ustream.tv.
3 nights of Ustream.
In being the 3 knights of Ustream, their mission is to help turn up the volume on the last source of freedom of speech there is, the internet. So join the flagship show of the Zanalza Entertainment Network, Zanalza, New York, every Tuesday and Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, streaming live from ZenLive.tv. They'll show you just how it's done in the World Wild West. ZenLive.tv! Independent music, alternative news, the underground and the underrated.
Rolling Stone.
You're watching the Zadalza Entertainment Network on ZenLive.tv. Here, you'll find ridiculously good-looking people, equipped with knowledge, intellect, and passion for speaking the truth. Does it get any sexier? A filtered mind is the only crime for Zen Live. Stay tuned.
Are you a smoker and you need to quit, but you're discouraged cause it's harder than some like doing me? Favorite White Plains paper. Favorite White Plains paper. Are you a non-smoker but you like to do the tricks? Well, these are non-toxic clouds that exit your lips. Favorite White Plains. Oh yeah. Yeah. White Plains Vapors, located at 210 Mamaroneck Avenue in White Plains, New York. Visit our location and choose from a wide selection of exotic flavors.
Hey, this is Vinny Pastor. You call me Big Pussy, and you're watching ZenLive.tv.
Catch the A&P show every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on ZenLive.tv.
You're watching the Zadalza Entertainment Network on ZenLive.tv.
And we're back. Thanks for tuning back in. So we last left off. Now we're going to talk a little college football.
Yeah.
I mean, things are starting to get real.
Yeah, this is
a little
getting interesting out here now.
serious in the NCAA world. Even I can't help but look towards the NCAA football world right now.
And I am disgusted at these polls that came out on Tuesday.
What is the
This
top
is a
four?
joke. This is like a SEC panel or something. Top four go.
It's Mississippi State.
It's Mississippi State 1,
FSU.
Florida State 2, Auburn 3, Ole Miss 4.
How is Ole Miss still 4?
I have no idea. Ole Miss just lost to LSU, which, by the way, I called outright. LSU, Death Valley. So proud of them. Played great. Les Miles, I called you out in an article. Sorry, you came through.
Lost.
But they lost. They lost to LSU. One lost team.
But I've seen other teams lose and get dropped to like 10th, like Notre Dame.
Notre Dame hasn't played good talent.
They're saying, this is what they're saying, friends. This is what they're saying. Ole Miss with one loss is saying that LSU is a better team than Arizona, the team that beat Oregon. In Oregon, at least Ole Miss was on the road. Okay, Oregon was home. That's where you go from there. That's fine. But still, you lost to LSU, who was terrible in the beginning of the year. You shouldn't be there. Dugan, who do you think instead of Ole Miss should be there? Or do you have Ole Miss in the top 4?
I think Ole Miss should be there, just based on who they played and who they lost to. They lost to a decent LSU team who lost 2 games this year, and that's to Mississippi State, number 1, and Auburn, number 3. Those are the only 2 losses. Everything else they did
Those
really
are
well.
formidable losses.
That's 2 good losses. That's why LSU is the only ranked team at 2 losses right now.
Yeah.
But Ole Miss has been playing well. That's their only loss, and their big win is they beat Bama
at home.
So you can't put Bama ahead of them right now.
It's true.
You really can't.
All right.
So I think that
Bama's coming, though.
the only thing I would have disagreed with, I really think Florida State deserves to be 1.
Yeah.
Ahead of Mississippi State.
They're champions.
I don't know how, with a week off, especially for Mississippi State, that Florida State didn't get back to number 1.
There's a Seminole chop. Now, Foz, what struck your eye with this top 4? Who do you think got left out? Are you okay with this? Please tell me how you feel, because I'm not okay with this.
It's not terrible. I mean, these were the consensus for. This really, you listen to all the so-called experts. This is who they had been saying all day, for the last few weeks, that these were going to be the top 4. Again, it's just SEC, and that's all. That's all it's always ever going to be. And like I was telling you guys off the air, I still think that the team to watch out for in all of them is going to be Georgia. That's going to be, they
sitting
have,
there.
They're sitting there
quietly.
Like I said, last year at this time, Alabama was the 11th seed, and look where they ended up. They are sitting in the 11th spot, just salivating because they know it's theirs to take.
Yeah.
It's the schedule is there. It's it's there for them to jump on.
Exactly, Foz. Because I actually work with a teacher who's a diehard Georgia fan, so I got to hear Georgia all the time. And you look at their schedule; they got Florida at home this week. They have to win that game because on the other side of bracket, SEC must win for them. They probably will win. Kentucky, tough game, okay. Auburn at home, they can win at home. We'll see what happens. Then Charleston and Georgia Tech. They might have one loss there, and they're in the SEC championship game and control their own destiny. And they're pretty fine, which is good for them. But Fonz, I'm with you. Georgia's a surprising team out of this, hanging around 11. It was very important they got an 11 seed.
Yeah.
I'm shocked they weren't higher or lower. But the team that's right next to them is Notre Dame. I got a problem with them being at 10.
I agree.
They should be in the top 5, top 7, not
seven,
top
I was
5.
thinking
You lost to Florida State. The problem is what's showing us they don't believe in Florida State. Florida State's a great team.
It's not
Whatever
even-
you said, it's a hangover from last year.
And they just-
Alabama was never the same after they
The number
won.
one running back in the entire country just recruited
Close.
to Florida State too.
Yeah, they get all the recruits.
But they were talking about now, usually, like, you know, in the past, you know, quality, you know, strength of schedule and whatnot. Now that they've gotten even more, now they're looking at quality of wins, quality of losses. And like you were saying earlier, the teams that Notre Dame lost to and the teams that they have beaten, they don't match up. You know what I'm saying?
They haven't beaten anybody.
They haven't
They
beaten
beat
anyone.
Stanford.
Stanford has 3 losses
But
this year.
Stanford's great. They could beat Oregon this week. They beat Stanford in the rain.
But here's the
That's
thing.
why I played Oregon in Jerry's world. You know how hard that is to
Hold
do?
on. Let Stanford beat Oregon this week.
All right, I hope so.
And then the quality of loss goes now. That in a sense, Stanford beats Oregon this week. That helps Notre Dame next week in the next set of rankings, because now that quality of a loss becomes a little bit better, because now Stanford isn't as bad of a team as they think.
But Notre Dame is, if you watch them play, they're good.
They're very good.
So what?
They're a great team.
I'm tired of this quality of this.
They
I
need
don't
to
wanna
get
hear
out.
it.
They need to get out of.
There's an eye test.
They need to join the big.
There's a reason why there's a panel.
They need to. They really need to.
They're
join
going to be
one
in
of the major
ACC.
conferences. They need to.
If they don't make it this year, I guarantee you they're going to be in the ACC. One of my friends brought that up to me. They're going to come in the ACC.
Really?
No, because Miami's their rival.
I would have said.
Miami's their rival. They're going to come with us. No. I think they're going to come with us. They're going to come
should
play
be.
with us.
Honestly, you're
Florida
not this
State team.
independent life. Like,
Yeah. Let them go to the Pac-12.
Notre Dame is the
USC.
number- you know Notre
USC
Dame
Notre Dame is one of the most watched games every year.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Now, what's your top 4? Do you agree with
I have
the
a
top 4?
I have a different top 4.
I'll give you my top 4. Honestly, Mississippi State 1. Okay. Florida State should be 1. Mississippi should be 2.
Great.
Wrap that up right there. Alabama, in my eyes, with the eye test, is my 3, hands down. Auburn, no, you almost got shot at South Carolina. I can't give you that. Honestly, TCU is my 4. TCU's a great team. They had one loss. They lost to Ballon and Baylor, and they blew a 21-0 lead in that game. Should have won that game. Yeah, they lost to West. Yeah, that's it.
Well, if they
beat
win
West
that
Ball,
game,
right?
if they win that game, they are in the.
They
fourth.
dropped 70-something points this week, or 82.
82 in Texas.
They're a great team. TCU with the eye test, TCU's my 4. Notre Dame on the bubble out on 5.
Dude.
That's my team. I can't give it to Ole Miss. I'm sorry.
don't
You
like
got
Ole
no
Miss
weapons
either.
on offense.
You
Sorry.
like the 4.
You beat Alabama at home. A lot of teams upset people. It happens.
I do like the
Just
4
happened to them.
that they have in place right now with who they played and who they lost to. I like how it is right now. But I agree with Nelly. I like TCU. TCU is playing really well right now. I think that if enough 4, they could take Ole Miss out and put TCU in there. But the thing that I'm more concerned with was Oregon at the 5 ahead of Alabama. They should not be there.
Yeah.
Oregon has not played anybody. Their big wins, whereas Michigan State, second game of the year, which is a good win, and UCLA. UCLA is not a good team this year. They really don't have big wins, and they lost to Arizona. So, like, I don't think that they should be ahead of Bama. I think Bama should be the 5 and the first team. They should be the next team in when either Auburn or Ole Miss lose this weekend.
Foz, you got a different top 4. Stick
I mean, the only one, like I said, I've kind of is Bama. I think they should be a little further up. And honestly, I agree with you guys with Oregon. In my opinion, I know they lost to them.
Yep, I agree.
I like Michigan State a
They're a
little
very
bit
good
high.
team.
I like Michigan State.
They are.
You know, I think they got a good chance. You know, they have a good squad. They just absolutely destroyed Michigan. You know. So
I
much
got
for
no problem with
so
them,
much for
Foz.
planting stakes.
If they win out,
The thing
and they
is,
win the
you know,
title, I got no problem with them.
yeah.
If they win impressively, they have
Exactly.
to win impressively. I'm
You
with
know.
you,
Michigan
Foz.
State
Right now,
might be
you
a little
there.
further
I'm
than
with you
Michigan.
there.
No, definitely not.
Spartans?
Michigan, the Spartans have surpassed them.
They have surpassed Michigan. They have the
Very good
passed the
pick,
Wolverines.
Foz.
I actually, they play the next games against Ohio State.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which
I
Ohio
think it's
State,
gonna be a
after
good
what
game,
they
yeah.
just went through.
Are you kidding me?
please,
Overtime against Penn
yeah,
State?
I'm not sold.
I was just going to bring that up too. Ohio State, you know who screwed themselves? Yeah, you lost to VTech. You could have said, like, Barrett wasn't seasoned yet. And then you lost to Penn State. You blew a 17-0 lead to go to overtime. Goodbye, Ohio State. Done. You know I hate you anyway. I hate Urban Meyer, too. So I'm happy about that.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
you know.
Michigan State should win out. So
Yeah.
They
yeah,
will.
Michigan State
They'll,
could-
they'll be there. They'll be in the conversation.
If
They
healthy,
definitely will.
if they can keep
Yeah.
their health together, they will. But I still think the Ducks are going to end up in the 4th
Now,
seed.
Fred, as a Florida State Seminole fan, I have to
Florida's
ask you a
one.
question. Are you better than every top 4 team that is with you guys up there? Are you better than Ole Miss? You could say, are you better than Mississippi State?
I'm not.
Are you better than Auburn? Or are you better than Alabama? Those 5.
I'll tell you what. The only team that I think that we really have an issue with would be Mississippi State.
Yeah.
I think what I've seen from Mississippi State on all 3 sides of the football is very impressive. But I do think that Florida State should be the one. I feel if you're undefeated going in from the previous season, if you're the champion and you still haven't lost in the same year, I want to be the 1 seed. It's respect.
I think Jimbo Fisher, honestly, he did a tremendous job last year winning a championship. He doesn't have to win a championship this year. He already had a greater year this year coaching this team than last year. Just to handle the championship and the off-field issues with Winston and now Carlos Williams and all this stuff going on, fantastic job by Jimbo Fisher. This is why he's getting the big recruits. Great coach.
That's both of you. If Florida State were to win the title again, are they one of the best college football programs in over the past, let's say, 25 years?
Well, the off-field issues hurt them. No. This is James Winston. This is a James Winston show. That's what it is. It's Rashard Green.
They were winning without him.
Before him, not really. It was the Alabama to Tebow era.
I was gonna say the Florida team is
you're going like to the 90s. Yeah. No, this is Jimbo's team. The Ballon era is over. All FSU fans know he had to go.
College or
Saban? It is hard to repeat.
Saban is debatable, but Saban is. You got to stick with Saban.
I want to actually.
I'm saying it's really hard to repeat.
Guys.
So if you do repeat, you got to be considered as one of the better teams.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think that they can be in the talks of the better team in the last 20 years.
I think it's a debate.
I think repeating in college football has to mean something.
It happens a lot, though.
But unlike any other sport, you can have the best record and not be playing for the championship.
Yep.
True.
Mm-hmm.
You know, your fate is in the hands of a computer.
Of Archie Manning.
You know Archie Manning, who had nothing.
Who left? Yeah, he left. Leave absence. Ole Miss 4.
Step down. Ole Miss is sitting there lovely at 4. But I mean, that's neither here nor there. But like I said, to repeat, yes,
you're
maybe
right,
it's not. You got to go through a lot of teams. You know, you got to consistently play to stay in the top 2 to 3. You know, to even have a chance. You know, it's not like there's a playoff system. Well, now there is, but I mean,
it's with it. It's
going to be really hard for them to repeat.
But see, I think they did this because
they are.
I think they're going to get in and lose their first game. They're going to lose.
I think they're going to the championship game and lose it. I don't think they're repeating. I think they're going to championship and lose.
Today, you have Mississippi State winning the title?
No.
I
don't. I have Alabama winning. Alabama's my team. I love. It's like a reality show watching them. Saban, Lane Kiffin on the side. It's ridiculous. They got all the talent. They got Cooper. They got Yeldon. They got Sims is playing great. The defense gets it together.
Roll Tide?
They're my team. Roll Tide. Roll Tide's my team. They are. They are my team. But, we'll stick with Florida Dukes.
If they get in, they can really do, if their last 2 games on the schedule is Mississippi State and Auburn.
So they can get in.
They can get in, but are they going to lose a game? If they slip up 1 out of 2 of these top 2 teams, they're out.
They play Auburn still?
They play Auburn and Mississippi State.
Yep. Tough game.
It's tough.
We have the debate next
these
week?
teams are not going to be in.
Yeah. We got to have a debate this week because Kurt Herbstreit's calling that FSU is going to get upset this week to Louisville on Thursday. No. So how do you feel about that? Because I'm saying Kurt Herbstreit, you're out of your mind. This team had a bye week and they got this. No.
See what's Twitter?
No. Can we play the Florida State chant?
Yeah.
Please. I'm in Miami and I will do this.
Are you crazy?
Take FSU fans.
Are you kidding me?
Do not believe in Herbstreit. Take FSU.
Way.
Listen.
No way. We're not
curse.
losing.
That's all I gotta say.
Thursday night curse.
Thursday night curse.
Yeah, but new coach in Louisville.
Anything and anything can happen.
Next week, I want to talk about something, though, for sure.
Okay.
I want to talk Jimbo versus Saban.
Okay. That's fine.
I want to see it.
Dukes.
Florida State had a lot of time off for this game.
Big time off.
And this is one of their bigger games left on the schedule. This is, again,
the make or break.
Miami, this is the game they have to win.
Yeah.
And they've had time off. I can't see Louisville keeping up. I know they have a good defense, but they haven't played anybody. They haven't played a good offense like Florida State. So I like Florida State big in this one.
I'm with you. So let's just touch on one more college game until we turn over to soccer talk right now. Auburn is in Ole Miss, the 4th Ole Miss everyone's talking about. Honestly, this is a great game. The game is in Ole Miss again. Auburn, very shaky game against South Carolina. They got Mississippi -2 in this game. They're saying Auburn's not going back to the championship game because if Auburn loses, I believe they're out of the 4. There's no shot.
The loser of this game is out. They can't even go into the SEC championship game and hence be out of the Final 4.
You got to ask yourself, is this kid Bo Wallace good? Like, that's what it comes down to, Ole Miss versus Auburn here. And honestly, he is good, but he's not that good. And if you couldn't stop the LSU running game, what the hell are you going to do against the optional Auburn running game? And I'm sorry, I got to take Auburn in that sense. I just trust Malzahn and the guys. He's a phenomenal coach. He's overcame adversity the whole season. I just got caught against a very good Mississippi State team. I'm picking Auburn. I'm picking Auburn here. Shut the lights out and Ole Miss. The season's over. Dukes?
I couldn't agree with you more. I love Auburn and Gus Malzahn in this one. The running game, just on what LSU did last week, this Auburn team is going to manhandle that D-line. They're going to run all over him, keep Bo Wallace and his whatever he can do off the field. Auburn, I like Auburn in this one by 10.
Guys, you got any predictions on these?
I actually like Auburn myself, to be very honest. I'm not sold on Ole Miss. They're good.
They're good on defense.
But they only put up 7 points. Like,
I know.
If you're a good team, you're not going to win with just putting up 7 points. And Auburn is a good football program. I think Auburn wins this game.
Auburn's defense sucks, but...
Yeah, but their offense
hang
can carry
on.
the slack. I don't think Ole Miss's offense is going to be good enough to carry the slack.
Foz?
So, that guy again.
Oh, that guy again. Ole Miss, that's fine.
Hey, at home,
that's fine.
That's fine.
I like Ole Miss.
It's a tough game to pick.
I just think that right now they're hearing exactly what you guys are saying. Is that, no one believes in them, and I just think that they're going to come out this week with a chip on the shoulder, and this is going to be a statement game.
Well, someone believes in them, and they're ranked 4th.
They're ranked 4th. Archie believes in them.
What school you go to?
They're ranked 4th, yes, but, to the people who are watching the game, they don't really, this is like one of that hit or miss pick. This like I said, this week is their statement game. They're going to come out. And they're going to make a statement, and Auburn, unfortunately, is going to be the victim of it.
All right. Well, those are picks. Very interesting. We'll keep the update in the 4. Let's go weekly now with top 4 as team goes on. Because Auburn we'll put our 4s in it and see if we get it right. So that is sponsored by Unique Affairs. Unique Affairs catering events, our location or yours. We turn your home office or any location of your choice into a perfect venue. Creative presentation, exquisite cuisine, and impeccable service are all hallmarks of a unique affair. Make your life a little easier and tastier with just one call. Our unique to-go menu provides a perfect solution, offering a party platter, signature dishes, and much more. For more information, please call 914-769-5010. Why settle for ordinary when you can have a truly unique affair? Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Unique Affairs.
Let's take a break and get some soccer and World Series.
We'll get some World Series in.
We're going to get you to laugh. We're going to get you to cry. We might get you to jerk off. We're not really sure.
Chicks with strap-ons, and you're engaging in sexual congress with a transsexual.
I had no idea. Tell me more.
Yeah.
On a world where Broken Filter Live could thrive.
Giddy up!
Rep your area code. MarioPablo.com.
Monday's got you off the wagon? Well, worry no more, because it's now officially a part of the 3-day weekend. So get on board. Come party with the Standby Gypsy, Juju the Model, and Blue Rivera every Monday night for your entertainment week in review, off-the-wall interactive segments, live performances, in-depth interviews, and the latest in sports. The Hangover Takeover is live every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on zenlive.tv.
Addicted to Ink, a proud sponsor of the Zaraza Entertainment Network, is Westchester's premier tattoo, piercing, and apparel destination, offering only the finest tattoo and piercing services as well as the best atmosphere you will find. Addicted to Ink is located conveniently at 38 Westchester Avenue in White Plains, New York, right across the street from the Westchester Mall. If you got the itch for more ink, like the Zaraza boys do, get your work done right. Visit www.addictedtoinktattoos.com for more information. They were once knighted by the creator of Ustream.tv.
3 Knights of Ustream.
In being the 3 Knights of Ustream, their mission is to help turn up the volume on the last source of freedom of speech there is, the internet. So join the flagship show of the Zaraza Entertainment Network, Zaraza, New York, every Tuesday and Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, streaming live from ZenLive.tv. They'll show you just how it's done in the World Wild West. ZenLive.tv! Independent music, alternative news, the underground and the underrated.
Daza Entertainment Network on ZenLive.tv.
Maybe we're not. And we're back, everybody. We're going to open up with a little bit of soccer talk. I mean, I would say the action hasn't been high this week, but the administrative side, the business side, the awards of the Ballon d'Or have been revealed, and it was kind of surprised at some points. Or were you expecting everything that you saw on the list?
Pretty much expecting. I have my dark horse in the Player of the Year. I mean, I'm sure that you, along with the rest of the civilized world, is picking Cristiano Ronaldo.
It'd be stupid not to pick Cristiano. I mean, you wake up, you have to consider yourself. The guys, you'd be a moron. I don't know how else to put it.
I am going to consider myself a moron. I like James Rodriguez.
Are you kidding me?
I do. I really do. And let me tell you why. I think that this guy really made a statement for himself in the World Cup. I think the World Cup is going to go a very long way for him. Prior to that World Cup, unless you were a soccer aficionado, you did not know who James Rodriguez was.
Well, I did. I know what you're trying to say.
Okay.
A casual fan would now know who he
A casual
is.
fan would have not known. But this guy made himself a global name because of the World Cup. And that is one of the beauties of the World Cup, is that guys that you may not necessarily know, a Paul Pogba, who we didn't expect to be on this list, okay, your Juve man, guys like that who most people would not know are on this list because of spectacular performances in the global scale. Cristiano Ronaldo, yes. Is he the best player in the world? Absolutely. But for me, I would love to see James Rodriguez.
So you want to see James Rodriguez?
I don't think he will.
All right, that's your cheering. You're cheering for him.
I'm cheering for James Rodriguez.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Ronaldo
You know who I'm cheering for? Paul. I want to see Paul Pogba win. Is he going to win?
No.
No. Does he deserve to win? No.
No.
So here's my thing. Like I said, gentlemen, you would be a fool not to pick Cristiano Ronaldo to win the Ballon d'Or. He has the most goals in Champions League.
It's not even close.
It's not even close.
No.
He has more goals this season than any other team pretty much in world football at this point on his own. So for me to sit there and go, it's not going to be Cristiano Ronaldo, the only other person who might contend is obviously Lionel Messi.
But do you think Messi is great, okay? And I just think Messi is taking a step back this year.
Would you put Neymar ahead of him?
Do you think that it actually goes right to my point? Do you think the addition of Neymar hurt Messi?
1 billion%. Great question. I do think so. And I think that's because Neymar is Messi, but with more finishing ability. I feel Messi has got more of the playmaking side.
I just feel like it's like in any sport, when there's two players from one team going up for the MVP, they automatically cancel each other out.
Evgeny Malkin and Sidney Crosby. When Crosby's out of the picture, Malkin takes over the game.
Right.
You can see what Malkin's really capable of. Same thing in soccer. If Messi and Neymar weren't there, if it was just one of them, Messi was winning the Ballon d'Or year in and year out. Neymar arrives, Ronaldo gets the Ballon d'Or. So, as great as Messi is, I think that Neymar, yes, negatively impacted Lionel Messi.
Like I said, I'm rooting for Rodriguez.
I'm rooting for Paul. I'm just happy to see, and I'm happy for James too, to see these kids make it on this list at 21 years old each. Both of them 21 years old. That's fantastic. Except here's the difference. My team didn't have to pay €100 million to bring in Paul Pogba. No. We got him for free. So, thank you, Manchester United, for your ignorance. Now,
let's not even get into that team. But
we'll save that.
There's a bonfire with their name on it somewhere in England.
I feel bad. I was watching the game against Chelsea. Now, did you happen to watch that game against Chelsea? Did you hear the crowd?
What part? I caught it at the second half.
Okay, I was cracking up because it was 1-0 Chelsea the whole game, and I see the Manchester United fans were like leaving at Old Trafford, and an entire section starts chanting, "I don't see a fire drill. Where is the fire drill?" The game wasn't over. It was only 1-0. Why are you leaving?
You almost thought you were watching a Jets game.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was a boring game. I'm sorry. What was it? Pricey scored in 99th minute. I saw.
You knew the red card was coming to Ivanovic. It was inevitable. He got away with a lot that game.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw a bunch of things throughout Europe. Manchester City losing to West Ham United. Guys, this Manchester City team, it is not the Manchester City team with Balotelli or Mancini. Simple as that.
I haven't been following up on it, so you can enlighten me. How is Ballon doing with old Liverpool?
Well, it's his second goal in 12 competitive games. That's not doing
so
it.
no.
No.
So he basically was carrying over what he did for Italy in the World Cup.
Listen, you know what? I almost feel bad for him, though.
I don't.
No, I'll tell you why. He's a scapegoat. He is a scapegoat. They're targeting
Not when
him,
you have that kind of talent.
but they're targeting him with everything he does. The guy can't even go to a supermarket and buy a bag of chips without someone saying his eating habits are bad. They'll do anything at this point. It's not good. It's not good for a player's
guess.
morale. Let the kid play the game. Enough's enough. And I'm not even a fan of the guy anymore. But
Well, he's not on our national team, so what do we
why
care?
should he be? Graziano Pelé steps on the international stage, scores a
Listen,
goal.
Zaza steps on the
Post goals.
I love
great.
that guy.
Me too. We'll be on Euro by next season again.
Watch your mouth.
No, he's ours. He'll be here. Another list came out. Who's your coach of the year?
It pains
This is
me.
tough, right?
It pains me to say this. I like Conte.
You like Antonio.
I like Antonio.
Why?
I just think he was the picture of, I don't know, he was consistent. His team was consistent. His team pretty much ran the table.
Ran.
For
3 years.
Exactly. So that goes to say something. I don't know if it's to say that Serie A was just really, really bad, which it was, or does his system work? And you know what? Now looking at what he's done with the Italian national team, we look revived. We look like our guys are showing up to play. Hell, Pirlo was like, screw it. I'm going to unretire to come play for you. You know, it goes to show that he is, I mean, I don't know if he's so much a player's coach, but he definitely, he knows what he's doing. And I like him.
You
I
know,
really do.
I want Conte to win because I feel like he's overdue. But again, when it comes to this stuff, I feel like FIFA always is going to look at on the international stage, and he's not doing it in Champions League. But
Well,
maybe
that's,
now
yeah, well, you guys don't really do well in tournaments.
we're not a Europe. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, throughout history, we've never been, but
But again, it goes to the argument is Serie A that weak compared to.
we'll need more time to debate that. I don't think it has anything to do with the weakness of the league. I think it's the prioritizing of the league. I think people in Serie A focus too much
On Serie A.
where, we want bragging rights over Roma, or we want bragging rights over Napoli or Inter.
They're coming
Instead
through this,
of,
yeah.
why not have Italian bragging rights over English bragging rights? Why not have Italian bragging rights over Spanish? These
Because
other
the
leagues-
Italians, you know what they say? We have 4 stars, you have 2.
Exactly, but that's the World Cup and domestic play are two different worlds. People have to understand that. I don't think Serie A got weaker. I think the problem is that it's strong in the sense that there's more balance. I do think the league needs to drop back from 20 teams to 18, and I think that would actually help the league.
And I want to petition for Reggio to be back in Serie A.
I would love for Reggio Calabria to be back in Serie A, but they're actually in Serie C strong.
Yeah, they're on single A ball.
Yeah, so for my coach list, before we move on to the big World Series, since we're on the world subject for a sport that's played in America but called the World Series. Anyway, I'm taking...
So naive.
Yeah, I'm taking Ancelotti to win the coach of the year. I mean, the guy's great. I know he didn't win La Liga, but what he did in Europe with that team, the team that he assembled, those were all his picks. He deserves every credit to manage all those Galacticos on that roster. All happy. Now, one player had a complaint or negative thing to say in the media. How can you not win?
Yeah.
I can't manage that team. There's not a lot of coaches that can.
It takes a lot. Listen, and I mean, I coach on a very smaller scale, but dealing with egos is the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
You know, I got kids on my team that think that they're Derek Jeter. I'm like, you're 12.
Yeah.
You know, so stop.
Right. Be humble.
Be humble.
And that's
just,
what
you know.
You hear Ronaldo in the media, like the guy doesn't even brag about himself ever.
When you're that good, do you have to?
Your game speaks for itself.
The guy has women throwing himself all over him. He
dating a model, superstar model.
He's a male whore. He scores goals at a rapid pace.
He's not a male whore. Well, he was a male whore.
He is a male whore. Let's just stop it. He is a male
I guess
whore.
he is. He's
You're a whore. You're good.
Just, you know, let's just call it how we see it, man. It's just...
You're a dime store hooker. I don't care who knows it. Listen,
yeah.
you know what? This is a bit of a slow week, I feel, on the soccer scale.
Yeah.
Next week, we're back at Champions League.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna be, like I told everyone last week,
a lot of good
if I'm not
matchups.
here November 4th, there's a reason. If we lose because this guy Roberto makes 20 more saves, I'm going to have a real situation at home. I won't be here. Just being very public.
Guys, I am available. Please call me. If he does go AWOL,
I might go
just
AWOL.
give me a call.
Well, listen, guys. I'm wearing this garbage bag. This wonderful garbage bag. I brought a cup of change, and I've been brown bagging it all day. And I'll tell you why. This man Bumgarner, in honor of the bum, deserves a World Series again. And I'll tell you why. Have you ever seen a picture of this dominance since Randy Johnson and Kurt Schilling?
.29 in the World Series.
Yeah.
.29.
Have you?
No.
No.
He's pitching amazing.
Amazing.
You
But
know
is he
what?
gonna win though?
Here's the thing. I think they.
Biased.
I think Ned Yost pulls this one out tonight.
Yeah.
And the simple fact was, I think they pulled the trigger too soon, pulling Bumgarner, putting him Bumgarner. What did he do? Game 4. if I'm
Yeah,
not
he's on
mistaken?
2 days rest right now.
2 days
Plus
rest.
7.
I think you should have waited. You know, I don't know.
You can't wait. You had to pitch that game. You had to win.
Align your but I would have aligned your rotation differently.
You can't go back on the KC if you're giving in a game 5 and you're gonna be down. But if that's what you think, that's fine. He's the hottest pitcher. He pitched amazing game 1. I think you had to come in with a better game plan than that. Maybe rush him up into game 4, being down 2-1 when they were down 2-1, and pitch him game 4, so we could pitch game 7 because the series is already going to 6.
So you like?
But I'm torn. I would love to see the Giants win for many reasons. KC win for many reasons. But honestly, I think KC wins tonight.
Home team?
I picked the Giants to win off in the beginning.
Stats
And I'm
lie.
switching, and KC, this is, home game 7. It's just something ridiculous going to happen. I think Buster Posey makes a huge error in this game, I'm going to say as well.
Wow.
He ready into, Buster Posey is going to win this game and lose this game for the Giants. It's going to be on him.
You mean this generation's Derek Jeter is going to be?
He's going to win the
it's gonna
game
be
or
the
lose
GOAT?
the game.
He's going to be the
for them.
GOAT of the
It's going to
game.
be the GOAT or the hero.
Well, here's a little factoid for you. The last road team to win a Game 7 was the Pirates in 1979. 9-0 since 1979 has the home team been in the World Series.
Nice.
So numbers are on the Royal side.
And like I said, expect the unexpected.
And this is only second Game 7 in the last 12 years.
Yeah.
2011, and then you have to go back to
we need
2002.
your point, Dukes, before we go back.
I'm going Kansas City in the home team. Hudson has not been pitching well. I know it's Guthrie. He's not that great, but I think that the Royals can get on top early, and then it goes right to the bullpen, and that plays right for the Kansas City Royals. The bullpen.
But do we realize that experience here on the San Francisco Giants, I don't care if it's a Game 7 on the road. I just feel like Tim Hudson's got the experience. Bruce Bochy has the experience. I don't like Ned Yost. I don't know how he's even here.
I just think they got a better team. I really do, top to bottom.
The Royals.
The Royals have the better team.
My pick is not on better team. It's on faith.
It's
really on faith.
I think
it's on faith. And Giants, I did the Giants are a better team. It's on faith.
This is going to be like the All-Star game tonight. You're going to see Guthrie go 3. You're going to see Shields come in for 3. And then here comes the beasts at the end, the back of that bullpen. And they're going to shorten this game, and it's a wrap.
I like Joe Panik to take over tonight. I think Joe Panik.
If you're the Giants, you need a 2-0 lead early. You need to take the lead in this game.
Yeah, you need to take the
fall
lead
behind,
quickly. It's done.
That place is going to rock.
If Shields comes in the game, the Giants are winning the game.
Dugan!
Shields is
Believe
bad.
in the
You know
Giants.
what,
The
I
Giants
just-
are winning this game 3-2 in Kansas City. Joe Panik's going to have 2 RBIs, St. John's University. I feel good about this. I think he's been the best batter for the Giants, in my opinion.
Okay.
For the Giants, I think he works the game better than.
I'm saying Billy Butler walk-off home run in a tie game, bottom 9. Billy Butler walk-off home
That'd
run.
be insane.
Wow.
That'd be insane. I'm going.
If he makes there for a runner.
I'm going 3-1 Royals.
3-1 Royals. Fives?
I'm going to go with the thing here. I'm going 5-1 Royals.
All right.
Not even close.
Not even close. I think they blow this one out.
Does
from the
Bum come in the
beginning.
game at all?
Yes.
I think it would be the
I think he
worst
needs to.
mistake. I think it would be the worst mistake for the Giants.
When
to
it's
bring Bumgarner
Hosmer.
in. I really
For
do.
an inning or 2?
Absolutely. This is the stud for your rotation for the next 10 years. Do not, under any circumstances,
inning or 2.
Does
bring
not make
him
it. This is his throw day. Throw day and World Series baseball are 2 different things.
Yeah.
You do not bring this kid in tonight.
Well,
you will damage him.
We'll see.
All right, guys.
Game
We'll
7 World
see.
Series tonight.
Thanks for pre-gaming with us, guys.
Thank you for enjoying the show tonight, and I can't wait to see you guys next week. Have a great
Pleasure,
night.
guys. Good night.
Have a great time, guys. Red card. Thanks, Chips.